Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Wild Mage, where I have arrived at Bitterspine Palace, where I have been asked to retrieve an object to help to wake our sleeping host over at the Summer Palace. You tried the gate at Bitterspine Palace, but it refuses to bulge. Then you remember where you are. Perhaps if you were to speak politely to the Feywild door and explain why you are here, it might let you in. "Oh, door, I wish to seek a frosted cerise flower. Please let me in." Alright. And I get a frosty reception in response. Oh well. Now, the question is whether a frosty reception means a cold dance or something like that for a special event, or if it
You
is...
have arrived at Bitterspine Palace, home of one of the Prince of Frost's vassals. You proceed with caution. Whether you're expected by the Baroness or not, the Prince of Frost's cold reputation is known throughout the Feywild.
It sounds like to me that the Prince of Frost is going to give me a frosty reception. Meaning the other sense of the word. Alright, well.
The Prince of Frost stands before a throne overlooking the crowded ballroom, the Baroness beside him. However, the third throne on the dais stands empty. The air chills as the Archfey points a finger toward you.
Why have you disturbed me with your presence, Outlander?
If I
Outlander.
may, my prince, says the Baroness, a connection in the summer court sent word of the Outlander's arrival. I have granted them an audience with me. I assure you, they will not disturb the ball.
Ah. Hello there. See, Hilda Bitterspine. You're Wild, aren't you not? One of the other warriors who arrived in our lands? I am Baroness Hilda Bitterspine. I preside over practical matters surrounding this part of the court and this palace. I get the impression that in DDO they don't have the concept of altering text based on your race or class or anything like that. Because I was wondering if they had a different thing that they would say to Eladrin or something like that. But apparently, no. You're here because of the frosted cherries, right? I don't know who told you, but the prince cannot know that it's begun growing again. He will be enraged, and my welcome source will be ruined. Oh, you're all right? Hold on. What are you talking about? So, you didn't know then? Well, now that I've made such a fuss about the issue, I might as well tell you. The Frosted Cerise is an ancient bloom native to the Bitterspine Mountains. When the Prince of Frost claimed the region as his domain thousands of years ago, he destroyed every last one. Anytime anyone has ever seen the flower since, we're told to destroy it. Which is exactly what I tried to do earlier, though, when I noticed our one blooming in the Aura Garden. But, for some reason, as soon as you pick the flower up, it crumbles to ash and reblooms in the snow. I locked the garden doors to keep the prince from seeing the flower. Our court advisor, the Jinn Ausha, has the key. Feel free to get it from him and investigate the blossom yourself. He usually hides somewhere while we dance. I would check the windward balcony. The entrance is upstairs, above the palace entrance. Just don't disturb my party. Okay, fine, I'll...
A frosted cerise has miraculously sprung up inside the Aurora Garden. You're told that Osha loathes extravagant parties such as this one. He's likely to be avoiding the crowd somewhere, perhaps out on the windward balcony.
Alright. The windward balcony, yes, it looks like he set up a couple of signal crystals there, so...
This door leads out to the windward balcony. From the dim gems on either side, you can see that it has been sealed to prevent guests from following Osha outside.
Oh well. Alright. What's in this direction? Apparently... enemies. That's what's this way. Now these are giving me a frosty reception, that's for sure. There we go. Now, what do we got here? Signal Crystal 1!
You hear a bell chime in the ballroom as you pull this lever.
Well, that's not going to make the Prince of Frost happy, considering that he told me, don't disturb... Well, actually, it's the Baroness who told me not to disturb anything, but I'm pretty sure the primary reason for that is she doesn't want any bad reaction from the Prince of Frost. What's in here? Nothing. Just make sure there isn't a signal crystal over here. We don't want to miss one of those. I found the restroom. Okay. Anyone around here? Back to the balcony. One crystal is open. Now what's down here? Nothing. And over here? The palace south wing. This is a bit chilly. But then
You find yourself in a small corridor that has been frozen over with ice. The icicles block the door leading into the Baron's room, clearly to deter someone from going inside.
Wonderful. Let's get out of here. So, what can we find downstairs? So I think I've exhausted the possibilities up here so far. So, let's head out this way. Is this a lever? Ah, here's the lever here. Alright. Ah, I didn't expect to go into this place. Alright, well, hello. What are you doing down here? Basement is for staff only. I need to get into the treasure vault. Not allowed. Osha specifically asked me to keep out nosy guests like you. Skill check. Lie, intimidate, or persuade. Well, I don't think I've got anything of that ilk, so...
The door to the treasure vault is bolted shut. Perhaps one of the waitstaff knows how to get inside.
Okay, so apparently gives me the clue to talk to one of the waitstaff. What about in here? Waiter. Yes? Apparently that's not the member of the waitstaff that... Okay, perhaps... Alright, that's anything else? Oh, attempt a skill check. And is there any other way I could change your mind? Well, there is the matter of the Midnight's Kiss. Oh, you're confused? Let me explain. One night, one of our staff decided to take a nap while on duty. The prince found him and decided to teach all of us a lesson for the fool's behavior. In his infinite wisdom, he made a spider that prowls the halls, lurking and waiting. If any of us sleep outside of the living quarters, it's the Midnight's Kiss. Follow? That's rather terrible. Yes, but wise of the prince to teach us such a lesson. Still, the spider has grown bolder. Almost stayed aghast once. I've gotten permission from the Baroness to have it. Okay, understood. It it was last seen north of the garden. Try looking there. Just pretend to go asleep, and it'll come. It always does. All right, use the slash sleep emote on the couch.
The head waiter will unlock the door to the treasure vault if you take care of an ice spider that the Prince of Frost conjured to keep sleepy waitstaff on their toes.
Wonderful. Now let's try this direction. Okay, down here. Well, that's my adventure. So you confront the court advisor with the woodland boundary. Optional, take a nap on the sofa near the garden. Well, that's the garden, the place that is locked off, so let us have a little bit of a nap. And that would be slash sleep, if I remember correctly. Assuming I can select this properly. The chat channel is not being nice to me. Ah, there it is. Slash sleep. There we go.
As soon as you shut your eyes, you hear a cold chittering. When you open them, the ice spider is already upon you.
Well,
The ice spider shatters and dissolves into a snowy mist. Now that the creature has been destroyed, the head waiter will unlock the treasure vault for you.
that's good. Actually, I'll worry about that area later. Let's go and see the head waiter. And see, that would be right over here. That's what I was trying to break when I accidentally went inside before. Ooh, copper. Back down. One spider done. It's dead then. It's dead. Yep, it has retired per your request.
Grateful that the ice spider is no longer around to nip at his staff's heels, the head waiter gladly opens the door to the treasure vault.
That's good. Now, let's see what's inside.
Water elementals flood out of the treasure vault to confront the intruders.
Apparently they're not happy about me. Ah. Well, there's the second signal crystal. I suppose somebody gives you a clue to say that there's
You
a
hear
signal
a bell
crystal here?
chime in the ballroom as you pull this lever.
Alright, there we go. I don't know why they put those barrels up there, but okay. That was mischief. Now, did I go into this place yet? No, but it doesn't seem to be. Oh, actually, did I forget? Didn't I say something about a secret door? Yeah, let's see if I can find this secret door. No? How about... nobody else has a search skill. Alright. It is beyond my ability to find. So, it is time for us to head back upstairs and speak with that Jin. And I hope that he has some useful information. We'll see how useful it is. The court advisor stares off into the distance. At the sound of your footsteps, he jolts, turns around, and lets out a sigh. Ah, wonderful. Yeah. Because some adventurer pops in here and starts breaking the barrels inside. I'm sure it doesn't make him all that happy. There we go. Hello there. Oh, great. You leave the party and the party follows. What do I have to do to be alone in this place? Well, the Baroness sent me after you to get the garden key. No, 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 no. The Prince of Frost cannot under any circumstances see that flower. Trust me, I know what is best for the Prince and the Baroness. If I allow you to enter the yard, there will be chaos. So we have Intimidate, Diplomacy, or Spellcraft. Well, I suspect Spellcraft is my best skill of those three. I'm a very proficient at spellcasting, albeit a little wild. I could just blast the door open and cause even more of a disturbance and chaos to get inside the garden. I promise you, breaking down the garden doors would be the last thing you will ever do. Bring it on!
Osha scoffs at you and refuses to hand over the Aurora Garden key. Just as you open your mouth to reply, he attacks.
Ah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about Djinns turning themselves into
Osha
whirlwinds.
collapses to the floor. You grab the Aurora Garden key as he fades away. He'll wake up a little dazed on the plane of air, without any hard feelings, you hope.
I hope for sure. Now, let's see if we can get inside. What's...
You step out into the snowy garden. A peculiar patch of grass grows in its center, along with a flower that emanates a magical, chilly aura.
Alright, the Frosted series. This flower hums with magical energy. This must be the bloom that you were sent to find, the Frosted series. With this, you can perform the ritual to wake Lord Arden. Alright, let's pick the flower.
The flower crumples away into nothing in the palm of your hand, and instantly regrows in the soil. The newly sprouted flower glows blindingly for a moment, and, unexpectedly, a shockwave rocks the palace.
Okay. Well, let's return to the ballroom then.
The door refuses to budge. There must be something blocking it from the other side.
Wonderful.
You need to find another way out of the garden.
Okay, well. Oh, that's... I think I just hit the max. Yeah, that was ransack. Alright, so now we've got this nice... Well, maybe not nice. More like ice than nice. But... Okay, we'll have to... So that... Oh, okay. Okay. That was easier than I thought. I was just trying to make it harder than it was. Okay. Good. Good. And let's do this without falling down. Well, without... I think I'll take back that bit about it being easier than I thought it was. Okay, let's keep on trying. Really? Maybe I should... Do I have a jump potion? This is getting tiring. Alright, let's... Potion of jumping. See if that helps. Nope. Not the wit. Ah, there we go. There we go. I hope that was the right way. Oh. Well, that was troublesome. Well, now, let's get back into the...
To your surprise, the ballroom is now covered in twisting vines and familiar flowers.
I thought I eradicated those flowers a millennia ago, but now they're everywhere.
Snarls the Prince of Frost.
Outlander, you will fix this, or I'll turn you into a block of ice.
That doesn't... I see what he means by a frosty reception. Oh well. Let's have some Eladrin nobles. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more receptive to a fellow Eladrin. Though, based on what I said earlier about them not caring about your race when writing the text, especially if the content was created before the race existed. Great, a pumpkin. Let's see if any of these know anything about this. Hello? I am sure plenty of these lords and ladies would love to hear about your various exploits. Okay, anyone else around here that might be able to be useful? Mostly just say party guest. There's a hidden around here, huh? Oh, hold on. I have a spell for that. It's not very effective, apparently. Oh well. Now, what else do we have? Oh. Anything up here? Another restroom. I'm out down this way. Yoo-hoo! Anyone home? Oh, goodness gracious. Actually, this is heading out in the other direction. I don't think this is where I want to go. How about... what, upstairs or something like that? We can try that, just in case. Assuming I can get in here without too much trouble. Ah! One ballroom. Something about using stairs, though, when you've got all this ice around. Doesn't give me a very fuzzy feeling. I'm sure that Jin is... okay, he's... actually, I don't think there is anything up here. Where am I supposed to get a clue as to where to go? I know somebody does give you one. I knew this would happen. Someone seems to be determined to ruin the prince's good spirits. And the first ball that we've had since the Baron... well, since I took charge of things. Who would disrupt this ball? The prince has many enemies. He nearly threw a fit when I hired satyrs as our musicians for the evening. He and Hearsome have always had a bit of rivalry, you see. Maybe that bard that I brought with me is the reason why he's really so upset with me. I didn't think about that. Now that's an idea. If Hearsome somehow got into the party or sent an emissary to act as a thorn in our sides, that would certainly explain the magical reappearance of the Frosted series. The other nobles might have seen something and that seemed out of place. You can start there. Alright, sounds like a plan. Okay, now I go to the nobles. Perhaps one of these knows something about it now? Or is that just a clue that there's someone with a clue? Oh no. Well, it was a thought. Ah, yes, this room, where I thought there was nothing interesting. Maybe there's a noble here. Countess, Actinane. One of the baker's mulberry tarts would go lovely with this wine, don't you think? Never had one. I'm looking for the reappearance of the frosted series. We think someone must have cursed the palace to let the flowers grow back. Anyone see anyone suspicious around here? What? Oh, you never had a mulberry tart? Oh, that's unacceptable. You must remedy this at the soonest opportunity. But you're asking me who is suspicious and who is not? I would start with the one who says that she hasn't eaten such a delicate treat. By which I mean the only one out of place here is you.
The Countess does not tell you anything of note about the other party guests. However, she seems quite scandalized by your lack of knowledge about Chef Tartine's famous mulberry tarts.
Yes, apparently so. Oh, well. Of course, I missed the obvious. The noble who is standing right in front of the Baroness. The prince is quite formidable, isn't he? I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of his icy temper. In that case, maybe you wouldn't mind answering a question for me? I'm looking into the flowers for him. By all means, ask away. Are there any strange guests at this party tonight? There are a few nobles here tonight that I don't recognize. Now then, what are their names? Lord Beryl and, I believe, Dame Allegra. All right. How can I find Lord Beryl and Dame Allegra? Oh, Sir Snowdrift is quite the busybody. Surely he knows more information. You should be able to find him surrounded by the other... Yes,
Lady Lazuli informs you that there were only 2 Eladrin nobles she didn't recognize in attendance tonight. She knows who can tell you more. Sir Snowdrift, the resident social butterfly of the Prince of Frost's court.
And here he is. Another lost lamb left wandering the party in need of conversation. Fear not, my friend. You have been found. I guess you are Sir Snowdrift. Guilty as charged. And you are Hindwild? I've heard a lot about you, and I of you. I hear that you're the one to talk about the other nobles. Who's who and the Prince of Frost's court, and specifically 2 nobles named Lord Beryl and Dame Allegra. You have come to the right place then. I hear that Lord Beryl escorted Dame Allegra here tonight, but I have only seen them alone, guzzling enough wine to fill a small pod. I would tell you how to find the lady, but truth be told, I don't know what the lady looks like. She's new to our corner of the Prince's court. Come from farther to north, I believe. Okay, but the Lord Beryl has seen her and knows where I can find her, right? Precisely. Like I said, he drinks enough to topple a unicorn. He's likely skulking in the cellar kitchen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have lords and ladies to converse with. All right. Thank you very much.
The Snowdrift tells you that Lord Beryl was last seen slinking off to the kitchen in search of a fresh bottle of wine. Then he shoos you out of his crowd of adoring nobles.
All right, then back to the cellar. And apparently there are some blights here now. Well, we can deal with a couple of frost blights, right? They are frost... blossoming needle blights. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ah, Lord Beryl. Who you? I'm not stealing, I'm just borrowing this bottle. You seen something from me? Yes, I'm looking for Dame Allegra. Do you know where she's at? What's it to you? That there lady was my date to the shindig, so Paul's offer. You hear me? Okay, I'm not interested in filling your dance card. I am looking for the source of the flower, and she's the only person here no one has seen. Aside from you, that is. I don't know anything about flowers, but Allegra gave me the boot after the Prince of Frost's little outburst. She told me to entertain myself while she explored the palace. Said she wanted to see the Prince of Frost's quarters. I tried to tell her that she should stay with the party, but she wouldn't listen. All right, I'll pay her a visit.
Lord Beryl says that Dame Allegra has gone to explore the Prince of Frost's quarters. Speaking with her is the next step in solving this plant puzzle.
Right. Well, that will mean up this way. Of course, there are more ices up here. There you go. You done? Are you done?
A group of palace guards stand at attention in front of the Prince of Frost's quarters. You'll have to defeat them in order to enter.
Oh. That's who they were. Oh, that's right. I need to go this way. Ah, this must be Dame Allegra.
Eladra Noble stands at the base of the stairs that lead to the Prince of Frost's quarters. This must be Dame Allegra, the mysterious newcomer you're looking for.
Hello there. Oh, you're Dame Allegra, right? Lord Beryl told me where you would be. Lord Beryl was so kind to escort me here tonight, as I am new to this part of the Prince of Frost's domain. I'm afraid I've yet to make very many friends. Just as you said, I'm Dame Allegra. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure's all mine. I'm assuming you heard about the flowers popping up all over the palace. You wouldn't have to know anything about that, would you? As a matter of fact, I did see someone planting something in the garden. It must have been the frosted cerise. Sadly, I didn't get a look at their face before I returned to the ballroom, and I never saw anyone strange with the other guests. However, I'm very adept at examining traces left behind from magic. Perhaps, if we return to the spot where I saw them, it would become clear. All right, I'll meet you there.
Dame Allegra saw a hooded stranger plant the frosted cerise in the garden. She bids you to follow her there, so she can help you search for clues about the culprit.
How kind of her. Let's head inside. Ah, here she is.
Dame Allegra stands in the center of the garden. She lets out a low chuckle.
Ah, how did you like my little prank? It was good fun. Riling up that gloomy prince always entertains my master here some.
Allegra transforms before your eyes. You recognize her new form as Cadence, the Night Hag, who caused such trouble for the gatekeepers back in Stormreach.
Happy to see me, dearie? Good. It'll be for the last time.
Cadence pants.
I think that's enough taunting for one day. I'll let my pretty petals finish you off.
With a mad cackle, she vanishes. In her place, a shambling mound rises to attack. The mass of flowers and vines crumbles into ash, yet it leaves behind one last frosted cerise flower.
The flower hums with magical energy. This must be the bloom that you're sent to find, the frosted cerise. Yes, let's pluck the flower.
You pluck the frosted cerise flower from the snow. This time, the bloom stays in the palm of your hand, instead of crumpling away into nothing. Return to the Baroness to tell her what happened.
Well, I just hope that things are better now, so that the party can be a roaring success, and that they could resume their regularly scheduled reception. A rather frosty reception. Oh, nope. Not all cured yet. So, one of Hearsom's old crones managed to infiltrate into the celebration after all. It's comforting to know that some things never change. Of course, if he ever decided to wanted to stop making my duties more difficult, I would wholeheartedly support his decision. As a thanks for your help, feel free to choose something out of the stockpile. Quite a few Fae tend to forget their belongings over the course of the night dancing and never bother to seek them out when that they were lost. It's something annoying, actually. And I'll also add, although he never could admit it, you did a favor for the care of Cadence's scheme. We Fae don't take this lightly. Should you ever return to these parts, I'll be glad to see you again, as long as you don't bring any troubling with you. Alright, take care.
Though the prince himself would never admit to it, the Baroness tells you he is in your debt for thwarting the Night Hag's scheme. And now that you have the frosted cerise, you're one step closer to waking Lord Arden.
Yay! I hit level 6 while I was traveling towards Bitterspine Palace, so let's see what I get. Advance to next level sorcerer. Yay. Well, we get our skill points, of course. Next. And we get a feat. What kind of feat could I really be needing? That could be useful. Skill focus, greater spell focus. Evocation. I think evocation will be good. Next. And let's see, we've got a level 3 spell. That'll be good. And what's the thing? It's a classic fireball. Alright, and that's it. Well then, now that I can cast fireballs, things will really become chaotic, and we'll see what that is in the next episode of Piney Plays the Wild Mage.